Dad, happy 80th. 80. Ah! Huge number. Congratulations from all of us here on Vancouver Island, and we call it freezing Vancouver Island. We've still got snow outside, and that happens maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, but it's now here and it's sitting, because it's sitting at like -2, -5. So things are, yeah, it's ugly. Going out there, it's icy and odd. Doesn't happen like that here, but that's the case. Anyway, it's great to be speaking to you, and it's while it's a bit rotten that I'm not there celebrating today with you, but the primary rotten bit is that I'm not there for your dinner, Dawn. I'm sure it's going to be a celebratory dinner, second to none, and I really enjoy food. In fact, it's become a bit of an issue. I don't think I should, but I probably should give you a profile. I'm sitting at about 6 months. See? 6 months. Something's got to happen. I think it's called lipo, something suction. Go in and just get rid of all that stuff. I don't know how, but we'll see. Anyway, that's a pity we're not with you. But 80 years, it's an awesome number. It's huge. When I was 5, 6 years old, 40 just seemed to be something that nobody ever gets to 40. That's too old. And now that I'm 49, and 80 is still way out there, I hope, for me. And you're there. So yeah, and I'm sure that the last 8 decades, Dad, you've got lots of memories. Some of them are awesome, some are so-so, and some are just downright rotten. I'm sure that's the case. But yeah. I think what I'd like to do is just spend a bit of time recalling some of the greatest, the top 5 or 6 memories I have of the two of us together, what we've enjoyed and maybe what we've endured together. I think, firstly, going to the farm. Thank you so much for taking us to the farm. It was wonderful to go and see Granny and Grandpa, and to enjoy and watching the cows getting milked and getting eggs from the chickens and doing that snake run from the chicken coop back to the house through all those bushes, and Steve and I going hunting for birds down in the bamboo. Yeah, quite something. But Gramps, used to sit on the stoep with his pipe and he'd clean that out against his shoe, and how there were stories of Totoban, and Totoban was always the 007 for a kid, wasn't he? And thirdly, I think the most shattering experience that I had with Gramps was when he sitting there and we heard the Hardie-Dars coming, and he took his shotgun, went out there, boom, and he blew one out the sky. Honestly, through those tall gum trees, and the thing came down like a bloody rocket and landed just square, just short of our feet. Now that went straight to deep memory immediately. I was like, whoa. So those are the few memories that I've got of him. And of course with Granny and her reading Asterix and Obelix to me. So thank you for those trips to the farm. They were wonderful. Secondly, I think we've got a few fishing memories together. The first one is Storms River. One of the most delightful places in the world. I've got such brilliant memories of it. From the first second we arrive to the last second we leave. It's just fantastic. Except, of course, when you say to me, we're going fishing. But the ghillie, we got you, we got me. It's, I don't know what time in the morning, but too early. And I've got the rods all wrapped up. And we head down the Otter Trail for a couple of kilometers. And of course the Otter Trail is in and out and up and down, roots and rocks and bush and shrubs. And these rods are long. So now I've got to somehow get through them and keep the points clear of all the bush. Otherwise I'll snag it. Got to reverse and somehow get the rods back into the pathway. I think you thoroughly enjoyed giving me the rods, didn't you? So that I struggled a bit with that. But yeah, and I always aspired to catching a red Roman. I just wanted that fish. It was so beautiful. Everything else, the steenbrasses and they were just whatever. But red Roman was what I was after, and I think ultimately caught one. Thank you. Our ghillie was quite something, wasn't he? I think he passed away at some point, and sad day. And the other fishing memories I've got, of course, is at Brenton-on-Sea, when we went down to the block, at the bottom of that crazy steep sort of sandy slide that you've got to go down to get to it, and then you've got to cross over, and hopefully it's low tide and not stormy seas. and then we cast off to the right up in front of that beach. I remember the day that you got your hook. Must have felt like a great white. It was a big bloody fish, and I think it was a mosselkraker, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you fought that thing for a hell of a long time. You strained, and you went down onto that low-lying sort of rock, all black. You know, it was black because it was covered in black mussels. And then the wave took you, whoop, and you were on your back onto those black mussels, and you got up, and there was blood just all over your back, thanks to those mussels are sharp. And then, miraculously, you get the fish up next to you between the rock and another one, and you say, "Greg, gaff it." So I get the gaff and I run towards the fish. Now I don't know how to gaff a bloody fish, so there I am bashing the side of the fish with a gaff. Now how, with a hook, do you bash it and get it into the fish? Anyway, it was quite an adventure, but victory ultimately. That was an adventure. And there's lots of others, Dad. Going to Muizenberg Beach first thing on Sunday morning with the dog. It was great. And then, oh yes, that patent that you have on pork sausages, isn't it Terry's Porkies? Yeah, worldwide bestseller. Fantastic. Oh, I love them still. I have them as often as I can. And then, of course, there's another thing that you've patented, and that's the Makumba 2-minute Bishop's Court Mile. And that poor dog, we let him out of the trunk, drive off at a hell of a rate. He's got to run like a madhouse after the car, get far enough away, open the boot up, wait, and he jumps back inside, close the boot, take him home. He's dead for 2 days. Oh, that was fun. And also, the number of times we went to houses with pools, and my wonderful task was, here's the pool cleaner, and the vacuum, and the long blue pipes, and my job was to vacuum those pools, countless times. It was almost as much fun as getting the dog shit off the lawn. Thank you. So, Dad, there are many, many more, I'm sure, that we can recount. But I think you get the gist of it, that despite your heavy workload that you had with Shell over all those many, many years, that you were there for us, myself and my siblings, that you were there with the sound advice and to help us out when we needed it. And you're still there. And Dad, I think that you must know that from me, the appreciation is just huge. That we love you, and we miss you here on Vancouver Island. We're the most beautiful place here. We are so happy and so in love with this spot. It's really second to none. And it's a pity that you are, 14,740 kilometers away as the crow flies. Anyway, so happy birthday once again, Dad. Happy 80th. And till next time. And let's hope that that's soon. Okay.